Okay. And how we can pass the data through sibling components using router?
Yeah, so to pass data in a sibling component, we can put all the common state in a parent component and share in a child component. And from any child component, we can update on the shared state that are accessible in a, any child component.
To child component, you will update the state. Then after that,
From child component, so means in parent component we will create the state and that means state setter method, and the value itself will pass in the child component, and from the child component the past state we can update. So
past date, I can still didn't get you. So let's say once you uh,
Mhm.
define a state, then what could be the next step?
So means define state in parent. So will pass that state in child component, setter method, and the value itself.
How
Oh, how?
how you will pass the state from one component to child component?
Using the property like suppose I created state count and the setter method set count. So I'll pass as a property in child component. Suppose I have child component, so there I can pass means count equal to count and set count equal to set count, and in means that we will get as a props in child component that we can update.
How you will call the function called get count from a child component?
Yeah, set count.
Okay. How we can create hooks in React?
Hooks, so hooks basically means you are talking about custom hook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so custom hooks in a React is a way to reuse a function logic across all the components without repeating the code. They are just JavaScript function, and name start with the use keyword, and inside this function we can use other hooks as well, and we can write our function logic and return the result or value whatever we want to return. Suppose we can create custom hooks like use fetch, use debounce, and if we talk about use debounce, so from there we can return like the debounce value.
And what is lazy loading in React?
Yeah, so lazy loading basically is used. So there we can use any fallback screen. So till the time the particular component is being loaded, so that fallback screen will appear on the UI. So it helps to means improve the performance as it import particular means component whenever it required, not import all at a time.
And what about context API?
Context API is basically used to avoid proxy links. Means from the topmost component, we are accessing any state inside deepest component. So in that case, we have to pass the state at every level of the component. So to avoid this, we can use the context API. It is useful whenever we are sharing some global data like a theme we are passing. So we can have like we can create a context using this React dot create context, and in its provider we can pass any value, and any component inside this provider can access these value that we have passed in the provider using the use context.
And what about reconciliation?
Reconciliation is an algorithm that React used to update DOM whenever any state or props change. So instead of rendering the entire UI, so React first means work on the diffing algorithm. Means it's compare the previous virtual DOM and the newly created virtual DOM, and that particular changes is to update in the UI. So before React 16, we have this React reconciliation, but now we have a React Fiber. So it has some extra feature like it has incremental rendering, means it can prioritize task based on its priority, and also it has the event pooling. So that helps to improve the React performance more effectively.
Rishi, have you ever worked on the payment gateway in the front end?
Payment gateway, actually, I didn't work, didn't get any chance to do work on.
Okay. You talked about the WooCommerce website that you have worked on.
Yeah,
That
so
WooCommerce website have the card feature and all that stuff,
all
adding
the
it.
stuff that has, but the thing actually the e-commerce website we developed, but the payment gateway was already integrated, so we just used to pass the value only. So means there we pass some key value, means in my first project that I worked there. But what exactly that time we was passing paper, I think we used that time. But that this time I don't exactly remember.
So, what are your future goals, Rishi, in upcoming years?
Sorry,
What are your future goals?
feature goals.
Future goals, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so future goals basically means I want to means enhance my skill in my field only, means uh, in my like front end and the various you can see, means lots of technology is coming. Uh, as we have React View also introduced, and it's also means familiarized. So Angular. So means these front end actually I want to cover, means whatever we have in JS framework or library, as the language is the JS we are using, but the library framework we have lot of.
Have you ever created any plugin in the React? For example, so there are multiple plugin available over the internet that we can use, right? Have you ever created any plugin by yourself? For example, just in drag and drop or any, let's say, any other feature, let's say calendar functionality or any other.
Yeah, so I created a reusable common component and to use it like a package. So in one of my project, we used a storybook. So in a storybook, we can create any common component, and that storybook we can means upload, and across any project we can install the package, storybook package, and import the common component that we create in this storybook. We can access across any project. So I created some of the component like a stepper component, progress bar, and the table component. Like in table component, we can just pass headers and table data, and all the things it will handle, like sorting, pagination, and all these things.
And what is your challenging task during your career? Any
Yeah,
challenge?
so one I get I have to create API sandbox, and there was the things means there was no limit to add the nested the route. So in we can add multiple nested route, and every route will have one body header, and also we will have the ability to submit the request. It was similar the postman we have, but in postman we created means the single route, and all means the sibling, but there we have the means the nested level as well. So there I face the challenge means whenever we are.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, sorry. So whenever we select any nested component, nested label, and we create it, so there I get challenge means to identify which label we are means currently working. So for adding it was fine, but to add it and delete, there I got challenge. So although that I'll come up with solution, it took some time. So there I used recursion method. So and using that I come to a solution.
And how much rate yourself in HTML and CSS out of 10 of yourself?
Out of 10, I would like to rate myself 7 in both.
In HTML and CSS, right? You can design the page.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me the difference between position absolute and relative?
Yeah. So difference between position relative and position absolute is how they means a position in the document flow. So position relative take position from its original position, and we can use top, left, right, bottom to move it, and position absolute take position from its nearest ancestor element that has position either relative or absolute. And same here, we can use this top, left, right, bottom to move the element. The only difference is relative take position from its original document flow position, while the absolute position take place from its nearest ancestor element position. Nothing is specific, but as we have done, so do you have any suggestion for me where you feel I need to means enhance my knowledge?
Practicing is the best way of doing it. Keep practicing.
Yeah, yeah,
There is no age and there is no limit of learning. So you need to keep
yeah,
practicing,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, thanks, Rishi. We will get back to you if if you shortlisted, right?
yeah,
And
sure.
thanks for your call.
Yeah, thank you, Jam. Yeah, thank you.